Oh, hey. Guess what day it is? Well, almost. Tomorrow's actually Prime Day, so I want to talk about some products that I would recommend for you guys, whether you're a beginning detailer or you're trying to do stuff at your house, you're trying to detail your own car. I wanted to give you guys some tips or products that you can get on Amazon, especially now with Prime coming up. There is quite a selection, but I wanted to start off with stuff that I use and I continue to use, and I'm actually surprised of the stuff, some of the stuff I use. And these are going to be in no particular order. Just start off with what I have. Some of the stuff I won't have because it's in the car, and I really don't want to go get it. But I'll give you the links on the description below, and you can check it out for yourselves. And to start off, this product made me. At least it started to make me, because when I first started, I had nothing but a spray bottle. I've been detailing, since I was 15 years old, but I never had my own setup. I never had, my pressure washer. I didn't have, a generator, all that stuff. So I started with just basic washes, and this little guy right here, 32 ounces. You put two little two caps of this, and that's in 2 gallons of water. You can use it as in your wash bucket. You could do a rinseless wash, which is two separate buckets. Usually it's a 2-bucket system. So you have one with ONR in it, and the other one is just regular water to rinse off your rags or your sponges, whatever it is. I used it as a spray to begin with. Put it in a little bottle, spray bottle, spray it kind of like a quick detailer, but this is actually better in my opinion because it actually lasts longer. It's a lot cheaper. You can make a lot of quick detail with just this one bottle. I think it's right now on sale for 32 ounces of this. There's two different ones. There's one that has wax in it. I prefer this one because it's more versatile. The wax one tends to leave some streaks behind, especially on glass. At least that's my experience with it. But it's a good alternative if you want to go for that extra shine. This is really good. It does give a shine. It does protect for about a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3, depending on how you will take care of it. And it's at 32 ounces for $19.17 right now. I think I bought my bottle right here. I got it locally, actually. I got it for like 21. I'm pretty sure it was 21. So I mean, you could save some money there, especially if you order a bunch of stuff at the same time, get it delivered with Prime. Good thing to have, even if you have a pressure washer as a detailer, you have a setup like the hose or anything like that. You never know when, I don't know, there's water restrictions, water goes out, you're in a complex as a detailer that doesn't let you use pressure washers. It does happen here in California a lot. This is a good alternative, especially for a car that's just pretty much dusty. I've used it in some, more extreme cars, but I've never used it on a plane. One day I'll get to use it on a plane because it's actually supposed to be better to use this on a plane. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I've heard that you don't really use regular water or regular soap on an airplane because of the glass or something like that. But I could be wrong. That's all I heard. I haven't been able to get to a plane yet. But moving on, we have the Meguiar's water magnet. It's a little dirty. I need to get a wash, but I want to pull this out because look at that. Look how big that is. That right there is a pretty, amazing size for a towel, especially for drying. It's actually very lightweight. It's not fluffy. It's just like that waffle weave in it. You just throw it on and wipe it off, and then it absorbs a lot of water. It's actually the kind of like a chamois. It feels like a chamois a little bit. The good thing is, versus a chamois, you can't really wash chamois, especially the leather ones. You have to actually, you can rinse them off and wring them out. But this one, when you're done, when it's dirty, you just throw it in the washer along with all your microfibers, your other microfibers. As long as you take care of it, it's gonna last you a good time. I've had this one for a couple of months now. I got it for like $9, and right now it's on sale for $6.47. Yeah, $6.47 on Amazon. And you get a bunch of these. I recommend if you, especially if you're a mobile detailer, this saves you so much room because it replaces a lot of the thicker towels. And you know, I started using a lot of like, I don't want to call them one-time use, but I did use, like once I would use a towel like on like half the car, and then I would use the other towel on half the other car. This makes it a lot better for me. So again, get a bunch of these, save yourself some money, save yourself some time, and a lot of washing rags over and over again, because this will last you, especially if you have like cars next to each other, or sometimes you get, you know, as a detailer, or even if you have two cars at home next to each other, you wash it both, you rinse them off. This will get both of them dry. As long as the car has been properly washed, you can use it for both cars. And then we move on to one of my favorite glass cleaners, Stoner's Invisible Glass. This one is actually a limited edition. Got it a while back. They tend to be a little pricey. They go on and off. Like I think I got it for $8 at my local detail shop, and you can sometimes get it in Walmart for less, but lately they've been out a lot. But the cool thing is Amazon right now has a deal of a 6-pack for, I believe it's 23.28. So 6 cans of this, 19 ounces. This is a really good cleaner. It's a foamer. It's a little spray right there, but it actually comes out kind of like a foam rather than just an aerosol, which is really great. I think that's what makes it so much better as far as like the actual cleanliness of the glass. A lot of them say streak free. You typically, as much as I like to avoid being in the sun and detailing a car, you just can't help it sometimes. And unfortunately, one of the drawbacks of detailing a car in the sun, even if everything else comes out great, usually your glass cleaner will leave streaks no matter what the bottle says. Every glass cleaner, a lot of them, most of the time say no streaks guaranteed or whatever. This one says it too, streak free guaranteed, but I'm actually putting it on there that if you use this in the sun, you will get at least, you know, a couple of streaks here and there. You know, you just can't help it. Preferably you always clean your windows or even your car indoors or in the shade or whatever it is. But as a go-to, this right here has saved me a lot of time with going back and forth, wiping the glass over and over again, driving myself insane because I can still see streaks. These are tolerable streaks if you do get some. You know, you're gonna be wiping them, you know, something gets along and it's stuck in there, a little dust, whatever, but this takes care of that. Really easy to use, especially if you use the waffle weave glass towels. I wish they had more of the limited edition ones. I'm pretty sure it's still out there, but it's not part of the 6-pack deal. It's just a cool little design. But yeah, invisible glass from Stoner's. You can get it, like I said, for 6 cans for $23.28. And the next thing we have, actually I don't have it with me. It's in the car. It's my little green machine from Bissell, or Bissell, however you want to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Bissell. If you are starting out, or even if you have been a detailer for a while, I had to struggle with, like, should I get a professional, extractor, like the Mighties and all that, and a lot of them start at $700 to $800, depending on what size you want, depending if you want to heat it or not. I remember, like, I never personally owned one, but I do remember that I used to work at a place and they had one of those. They had like the big one. It was like $1,600, I think, and it had the heating and all that stuff in it. I used it, and I think it broke within the first 2 months, which is not something you want on a product that's $1,600 plus. I think it was maybe more than that with shipping and everything. But you don't want that to happen on a really expensive piece of machine. And especially if you're just starting out, you don't want to invest that money. I've been detailing for on my own, I've been detailing for 3 years. And, every time I go to a detail shop, they have one on display. And usually I look at the smaller ones. It's just too much space to get the bigger ones. And I always think about it, is it worth it? Like, I do a lot of research, and I sometimes go just crazy looking at all these reviews like over and over again. Like it's like 50-50 all the time. And I'm like, I don't think I want to invest all that money into one machine. You know, I have a lot of product I have to get, and it's just not worth it to me. Until I know it's worth it, I won't make that purchase. But the Bissell little green machine is a great place to start because it's durable. This is my second one. I bought another one, and the other one, the first one I actually dropped, so it's not really its fault. And I broke one of the tanks, and I'm like, screw it, it's already time to get a new one anyway. But there is the Bissell Spot Cleaner Pro, which is supposed to be like the higher power one, and I do like it. I the first one I bought it used, and I remember because the plastic is different. Like the little green machine has like a thicker plastic on the hose. The Pro ironically has a thinner plastic. It's kind of like a vinyl, so it's a see-through vinyl that you can see like the stuff go the gunk go in, which is kind of neat, I guess. But I would prefer that it would be a solid color and a solid piece of plastic rather than vinyl. So I would just save your money unless you're using it sparingly, especially at home. For little spots here and there, and then I would get the Pro because it has more suction power. But if you're gonna use it for regular use or detailing purposes, I would suggest just the little green machine. It's actually on sale now for $89. I'll put it on, like I said, everything's gonna be put in the description. But it's a great place to start. Just find, like any other. I like to believe that any other extractor, you don't want to use just straight up carpet shampoo because it foams too much. Sometimes it just clogs the machine or it just doesn't work properly. Too much foam can be too much, to deal with. You're never gonna get rid of it. I would just get a low suds extractor shampoo if possible. I've used this several times. I use it pretty much daily because I go do jobs for certain companies. There's always one little stain or a couple of stains, or even the whole back seats or front seats, whatever. I do the whole car with just this little green machine, and it gets the results as long as you're using a quality product to remove stains, which there's a wide variety. Just try whatever you think is best. You can even go to Home Depot and get like extractor shampoos just to like try it out. But yeah, the little green machine has been a blessing in my eyes because it's helped me. Yeah, it hasn't broken the bank, not even dented it a little bit. So Bissell little green machine, $89 on sale now on Amazon. And the last one I have, the last thing I recommend you get from Amazon, especially now with Prime Day, is the McCulloch, I can't pronounce that. The heavy duty steamer. It's a very, very good steamer for what the price that it is. $150. It's like the good balance between something really expensive as far as steamers go and something low quality you can get at Harbor, or low. I wouldn't say low quality, but lower price. So you get it from like Harbor Freight for $100, maybe a little less. But I mean, as far as like for your car, I mean, I need to actually replace my steamer, get another one. I'm gonna get another one of these for $150. I mean, I'm gonna take it. It's not that much of a stretch from what I bought my original one for. And I've seen the reviews, really solid reviews. I've seen people use it. I have no other detailers who have it, and they've been happy with it. Of course, if you're expanding as a detailer, you're gonna want to get the bigger size. I think that's like $200. I really don't know. This is like it's like, I would say standard size. Is not really small. It has a lot of attachments to it. You can, do quite a few things. If you even want to use it for cleaning your grill, if you want to use it for cleaning tile, it's really versatile. And yeah, I would think I'm gonna definitely get another one. But I've used it. The steamer I have right now, I've used it for engines, which is also pretty cool. And I think with this one, it has a little bit more power than mine, so I'm really tempted to get it, especially right now. But the heavy duty steamer from McCulloch, there you go. I'll put it on there as well. It helps with stains, helps with odors. I've had a lot of cars that have a certain funk to them, coffee stains, whatever. if you don't need to extract, like if it's an old stain and it won't come out with an extractor, use this. Or even if after you use an extractor, you want to get rid of that little moisture that's left over, this steamer will take care of that because it'll actually make it dry quicker. And yeah. All right, well, thanks everyone. Thank you for watching. I hope that this helps you out, especially if you're starting your detailing journey. I didn't have much of an assistance. I kind of figured things out as I went. I hope this helps you guys. You know, it's the little things that can, you know, make big moves. Something as basic as an optimum no rinse could lead you to start your own business, or you know, you can just take care of your own car with these products. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks everyone. Have a good Prime Day. Don't shop too much, but thanks for watching. And again, all the products are linked in the description below. Thanks guys.